I'm Reka Bucsi, and I'm an animation filmmaker from Hungary. I graduated from Moholy Nagy University of Art and Design in 2013 in animation, and since I have been working in the industry both commercially and on my personal films. And my short films have been playing on festivals all over the world, like Sundance Film Festival, South by Southwest, Berlinale, and I have been an Academy member since last year, so I am part of voting for the Oscars this year, and I am currently working on my first feature film that I am trying to set up an American-European co-production. I travel a lot for work and mainly for film festivals, and I have been teaching in Los Angeles at the California Institute of the Arts and other European smaller animation universities and art universities in general. And residencies. I do a lot of residencies where I'm developing most of my personal work. Like, I have been living in Denmark for about 3 years, and I have been living in Vienna for a couple of months to do short films. I have 3 bigger short films, Symphony No. 42, Love, and Solar Walk, which have all been doing rounds on film festivals, and Solar Walk won the Audi Short Film Award at the Berlinale, which also had me invited to be in the international jury the next year at the Berlinale, which was great. Some of my clients include Adult Swim, Netflix, FX Networks, Cartoon Network, Hulu recently. And I have been mainly working on smaller projects and collaborations with these people, like the crew of Rick and Morty. I made an ident for them, or for the Powerpuff Girls I made another ident, and I've been working on this show called Cake on FX Networks, which is a comedy anthology, and you can watch it on Disney Plus if you are interested. I have a new short film called Intermission, which is a very experimental abstract short film, and that's going around on festivals at the moment, but my biggest achievement, I would say, is the Berlinale Audi Short Film Award that I received in 2018. We were talking about a collaboration for SEVENFRIDAY, and I made the first NFT collection for them in like a theme of sort of a sci-fi theme, and I was inspired by the collection that it was connected to, which had this very unique design to it with the 3D printed watch, and I took a lot of those abstract shapes and put them on top of a different mythical looking sci-fi themed creatures and environments. I never made an NFT collection before this one, so this was the first, quite exciting. There was 5 different series, and all those 5 different ones were drawn by hand, animated, classical 2D hand animation and cell animation. And it was, one of them was like, I wanted to have something that's coming from nature, so there was this insect, and then there was an alien face that had all these abstract shapes moving and painted on them like it looks on the watch itself. I had a rocket, and then I also had some magic that was also based on the same abstract shape, but drawn in different ways and projected with different colors. Each of them is a unique piece standing for itself. So I took, for each piece, I took a base, which was the shape, let's say, for the alien head, and then I wanted to change up the character while switching the abstract animation on top of it and changing the color and make it look like it's some sort of mask. But so there was an initial drawing, and then on top of that I created unique animated layers. I created this new collection for SEVENFRIDAY in a collaboration for SEVENFRIDAY's 10th birthday, and it's a one-of-a-kind one piece each, so there is no manipulation to one piece. Every single one is a unique one, and obviously it's 7 different ones because of SEVENFRIDAY, and I took originally the idea was to take animals or creatures that are in some way connected, relevant, or important in the Asian culture or the different countries in Asia, that animals represent something more than just themselves, but they stand for more than that and have a mythical or spiritual meaning to them. The technical process for making these was something I didn't do before, but I thought that for this collaboration it would be interesting to try something new and something unique even for myself. I wanted to keep the visual style that I usually work with and that I currently also work with, which is a more detailed, more realistic kind of a magical realism feeling that I wanted to have these pieces. And it's something, so I took some software that includes an AI algorithm and fed this AI some of these animals' video references, and also drew my own 2D animated version, but with less keyframes that I usually work with, because the AI gave it extra keyframes basically. And then I painted the environment, and I took a similar approach that I took with my previous NFT collection for SEVENFRIDAY to put it in the environment and give it lighting in After Effects, so in the compositing phase. And yeah, that was basically a little collaboration between me and an AI software that put together these separate pieces. The colors, I wanted it to look very vibrant and very much like an elevated version, or like maybe a little bit of a sci-fi version of reality. And I aimed for something that looks a bit like an aquarium on the wall, that has these animals living in the picture and just minding their own business. So I thought that would be a very relaxing thing to look at these creatures disappear and come back and kind of just be an observer for them. And they are just there like they are in a documentary, as if you would film them in the jungle, but they are in your living room or wherever you want them to be in your little square. I chose the 7 animals based on first of all, just their movement, how they would move in nature, something slow, something relaxed, something that is more like just nice to watch. So the aesthetic itself was very much a first, which is also always a first in my work, just purely beautiful to look at aesthetic. And then I chose them because of this spiritual meaning that they might have and the symbolics that they carry with themselves in the Asian culture. I have the elephant, the medusa, the monkey, the red panda, the snake, the rabbit, and the tiger. So the colors are mainly matching the environment, and sometimes, you know, an elephant looks blue because it is in the evening and then it turns blue. So I try to match it to the light.